Driving to Mexico still. Going to the border. The sun is killing me. I'm driving into the sun. It's 35 degrees out, but the sun is making it feel like it's flipping 100. Jeez. So, I am coaching Millennium Girls Soccer, and I completely changed how I'm coaching. The more years I coach, the more I realize I know nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm a moron, and I fail every year, and I'm brilliant if you consider failure a form of brilliance, or getting to being brilliant. I fail every year, and I'm trying to figure out how do I get young men or young women to play the way I want them to play, and it's not easy. I always think work ethic, repetition, all that, it's important, but the one thing I've missed as a coach is team building and creating a positive environment. I mean, just so many times I would scream, yell, or be animated, and just give direction in such a angry way or whatever it may be. But after my last season at Phoenix College, I was so upset that, physically upset and sad and a little bit depressed. And after the season finished, I was like, what did I do? I had the best team in the country on talent. We had a ton of injuries, and we didn't get what we wanted. We want to win a championship. Sure, we want to win a national title. We did good, but not great. But I was just so what did I do? I put everything on winning and set myself up for failure, set the team up for failure, because if we didn't, then what? Face the reality of you lost. You suck. I screwed up. I should never talk about winning. I know these things, but as you get coaching and you get very busy trying to do everything, and I'm a JUCO coach, and guess what? I do everything. Everything. I set up the cameras, I set up the scoreboards, I deal with transients that decide to come into our stadium, and I have to deal with them and call the police, which they're never available when you need them. We have no available officers. We got it. That's where tax dollars need to go. More public safety. Anyways, it's crazy how you have to do everything. I have to pay attention. I have to watch the field, make sure the community is off the field. I got to make sure our maintenance department is not mowing when the water's wet. Just every little detail. We are not a Division I program with a ton of money, and everyone cares. It's just not there yet. But it's so hard. And then you have to be a super coach. But I'm also an advisor, a counselor, a financial aid officer, a fundraiser. I'm everything. And then I have to somehow be this unbelievable coach. I don't have time. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore because of just getting frustrations of the amount of work I have to do. But I'm coaching the young women of Millennium High School, varsity girls, and it is so fun. I'm finally having fun coaching again. It's just a different environment. My coaching staff's awesome. The players are awesome. And I think it's all based on the failures I had at PC. I typically say I use Millennium as a guinea pig to prepare me for college. But it goes round and round. The PC's now prepared Millennium to have a ton of success based on what I'm learning. So what I've learned recently is I wanted a different environment. I didn't want to focus on winning, which we will not talk about winning. We're going to focus on creating a culture, an environment that when the girls come, not only are they having fun, they feel safe, and they can get away from the rest of the world, and this is going to be a safe environment. And that's number one. and we'll battle as a coaching staff and stuff to make sure we can do those things and find a way to be disciplined and accountable in a different way. Drop. Stupid stop and go traffic. Anyways, so the first 4 weeks of the season in November, so they play club ball, so you really can't do much, but you got to bring a bunch of kids together that play on a bunch of different club teams that have different ideas, and so we focus we're gonna focus on team building and yoga. We did a lot of yoga, and we just want to give the ownership to the players, and we do all these things that get the players to be positive. We made sure before practices they're doing hugs or handshakes or something that they were really trying to create a family. And I get, we hear this all the time, whatever. But we did a lot of specific things, and I won't get in the details of it. And it's not like crazy secret, but we did these pre-interviews that, see what did they want, what did they like, in the short 2 weeks we've been going. And we're really trying to find out how they're feeling and find a way to communicate in a different way. So we decided as a team, we are going to give feedback differently. We're going to communicate differently. We're never going to be negative, and we're never going to give instruction after the fact. We're not going to say, hey, why'd you do that? Or, next time you need a dropper. We're not doing any of that. Ever. We're only going to give information on the task at hand. Drop, step, and then anytime we have to give feedback or direction, it's going to have to be when the ball or after it's happened, like a mistake has been made or someone keeps repeating the same mistake. It has to be a dead play, halftime, next day or something like that. Put your hand around their shoulder as a teammate and say, hey, remember, you're playing the 7. You in the final third, you have to on your post, right? And just leave it at that and then move on. But never during the play, ever. But we want just positive, loud on the sidelines, all these things that you envision what a team is going to be. We created it. We talk about it. We were in the classroom a lot. We hardly practice at all before our first game. So the first game came up. We're playing Sunny Slope High School, and I'm watching it. And I knew we were better, but Sunny Slope was pretty darn good. It was a better Sunny Slope than I've seen in the past. And they worked really hard. And we are just combining passes. We look like we played together for years. I mean, it was crazy to watch. It's boom, boom, boom. Everything was just going well. We ended up winning 6-1, and we were amazing. And we didn't train, but the limited information we did give them, based on past years where I just overdo it, just rep, be loud, be a coach. I'd rather be a manager, manage the situation. They got it because it's a safe environment. It's happy. It's safe. It's different. It's so cool to watch, and I'm happier. I feel better. And even if we lose at the end of the season, where our expectation is obviously to do well, but we're just going to focus on the process of being better. We're going to focus on how we warm up, how we talk to each other, how we defend, how we attack. Just little processes that we want to get better a little bit each day. On the little things, and hopefully that'll get us a championship. If not, it's not a big deal because we created a culture that it's loving, caring, and it's different. And they're gonna remember this team forever, regardless of what happens, because it's something that they look forward to. I look forward to it. I love going to practice. I love being around those girls and my coaching staff because it's just fun. It's just better. Does that make sense? I don't know. We'll see how it finishes up as the season goes on. We're only 4 games in, but we score a lot of goals. Holy cow. Scored 12 last night, 15 the day before that. We're going to break records in scoring, and I'm not going to stop them from scoring, and they're having fun doing it. So anyways, peace out, YouTube.